In today's video, I want to share with you one of my favorite Christian quotes on humility and share a practical tip on how you and I can be more humble as Christians. Check it out. Hey everyone, my name is Justin and I want to welcome you to That Christian Vlogger, a place where you get to join me and experience faith in the first person. If you happen to be new here, I make videos every single week that are aimed at helping you learn more about the Bible and experience Christianity for yourself. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Today I want to talk to you guys about what it means to be humble as a Christian. It was just about 10 years ago that I first gave my heart to the Lord and began doing ministry. I had just gotten out of high school and I was really seeking to learn as much as I could about the Bible. And in my quest for knowledge, I would travel all over the place to try and sit at the feet of men and women that I looked up to. People who I believed would be able to help me learn more about the Bible and who were also the kind of people I believed that it would be worth imitating. Something stood out to me at the end of every message. As an eager student, I would always rush up to the speakers or the presenters and tell them how much I appreciated about what they had shared and how much I was being blessed by their ministry. Nearly every single time that I would go and say these types of things, I would receive the same category, the same type of responses. They would say things like, "Oh, I didn't really do anything," or "It was nothing," or my favorite, "Praise God." Now, there's nothing really wrong with these responses, but I ended up learning something about humility that actually isn't true. I would go on to copy these types of responses every time someone would say something similar to me. And I tried very hard to be careful to never accept any credit for anything positive that I would ever do. And it did go so far that I even thought it was wrong to say thank you when someone told me they appreciated my ministry or something that I had done. You see, in my head, anytime that I accepted any praise for anything, it was almost as if I stole the credit from God and was being proud. I thought that the humble thing to do was to deny that I had done anything and rather point everyone back towards God. And what I found out during this process was that even while I was trying to be humble, I was actually being proud. You see, every single time that I would say something like "praise God" or "it was all Him" or "all glory goes to God," anytime I would attempt to direct people back towards God instead of myself, I found that I was feeling pretty good about myself. Man, I must be doing something right because I know that it wasn't me. And every time I would say something like this, I became more and more proud about how humble I was. You see the problem here, right? I think this all boiled down to a misunderstanding about what I thought it meant to be humble. I thought that humility was all about me denying that there was any good in me rather than acknowledging what the person was saying as if it could possibly be true. Then I came across this quote by C.S. Lewis in the book Screwtape Letters, which says, "Thousands of humans have been brought to think that humility means pretty women trying to believe that they are ugly and clever men trying to believe they are fools." Now, pay attention to this quote because when I first heard it, it just blew my mind. For whatever reason, many of us as Christians have believed that in order for us to be humble, we must deny that we are capable of doing anything good. For example, if I played the piano rather well at church and someone told me as much, the humble thing would be to say that it actually wasn't really all that good. Or if I'm making dinner and my guests suggest that they really enjoyed the meal, then I must shrug off any association with the success by saying something like, "Oh, it's really just a simple meal," or "anyone could have done it." But such an approach denies the power of God. As Christians, we do recognize that any deed in life, including something like breathing, is only ever done by the power of God in us. This isn't up for debate. You see, whether it's tying my shoes or doing something as grand as painting the Mona Lisa, it's all done to the power of God. But, and this is a huge but statement, if it is true that God is working through me to do a great thing, and then I deny that the thing that I had done was any good, how am I not actually denying the power of God to work in and through me? So if you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. True humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. Go ahead and rewind the video and just pause it on that quote for a few seconds. It's okay, I had to reread the quote several times when I first found it before I understood it too. So what do I do now when someone says that they appreciate me or something that I've done? Instead of feeling all self-righteous about my holy way to respond to them, I just simply say thank you. I tell them that I'm grateful that they were, in fact, impacted the way that they say they were, and I try to share about how grateful I am for them taking the time just to affirm and to encourage me. But that's not the only person I intend my gratitude to be directed towards. In those moments, I try to remember inwardly the real person who I should be grateful to. I do try to thank God for the good things that He does through me. And rather than denying that I might somehow, some way, in any way, shape, or form be talented, I try to thank God for giving me that talent and allowing me to have the opportunity to use those talents to glorify Him. But that is just what I think, and I'm only one person. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on humility and what your take is on how we can actually be more humble as Christians. So if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, I want to say a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons who help make me make videos like this possible. If you've been enjoying this channel, consider becoming a partner at patreon.com/thatchristianvlogger. And until next time, I'm That Christian Vlogger, and I want to encourage you to experience faith in the first person. God bless.